fuck. Damn.
Still got the bass, baby.
2015, I said I was gonna stay low in Bill, and 2016, I said I was gonna come through politicking. I was gonna come through like the dope bitch dad. Lay the dope bitch dad. Bitch dad. Lay the dope bitch dad. Dope bitch dad. Dope bitch dad. Oh, so they mad? Just dope bitch dad.
Hey.
You got an echo. What's up?
I was jamming. I got real excited.
I know, right? Like I don't even hear nothing else. We over here dabbing, bruh. What up, though?
TK.
Hi. Who are you, ma'am?
Oh, I'm Rochelle McConico.
And I'm TK Fairley, and welcome to Not Another Black Show. That's sometimes a black show, but we make it up. Sometimes we start on time, sometimes we don't. Just go with the flow, yo. We got it. What's up?
That's why it's black.
Oh my God. Thank you very much.
We hope our unique perspectives,
our crazy humor,
and some wise black folks
can inspire you to live your bestest black life or white life or whatever.
Bestest life. Now let's start the show. Go on, start the show, gal. Go on, start the shout. These are words of wisdom. Let's see if it works. Hey.
Now we go into our words of wisdom. Brought to you by a black person.
All right, y'all. I need you to get ready. Now, how we get ready is we're gonna feel for the best vibration ever in life. I need you to connect with your energy. Deep breaths, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 7 counts. And okay, you sound like you're in labor, but you kind of are in labor though, because it's time for you to get everything in alignment, yourself included. Because I'm a low key, something like a shade tree, spiritual teacher, something like that. Shade tree, nigga. Shade tree. All right, here we go. Y'all ready? You ready, bro?
I'm ready.
All right, gotcha. You are in alignment. It's time for parents to teach. Man, this is long. I'm sorry. My bad. I didn't tell y'all who this was from, huh? Wait a minute. TK Trick.
Wait a minute.
So this is from she's now a sister, okay? An ancestor, aka sister. Okay. But this is from Mama Maya Angelou. The GOAT. The GOAT. This is the GOAT. All right, here we go. It is time for parents to teach young people early on that in diversity, there is beauty and there is strength. We all should know that diversity makes for a rich tapestry. I can't believe I said that right. Somewhat. And we must understand that all the threads of that tapestry are equal in value no matter their color. Okay, so that's probably like the only part that I don't really like. Speak to black people right now. This belongs to you. This is shout out. This is, we started out by saying these are brought to you by black people, but we don't always say they're gonna include just black people in the quote.
It's a gathering.
It's a gathering. Yeah. But we're gonna talk about this all throughout the show. Give our unique perspectives as we promised. And we're gonna have, just hold on to your little panties and your drawers. If you don't wear them, hold on to your balls. Oh shit. But today, for TK's cookout, my segment, y'all know TK's auntie gonna be flipping the meat and shit.
Flipping the meat. What they gonna flip?
We just gonna basically what I gather. I'm gonna talk about what I gathered from these statements and this quote. Okay, because we really need to talk about how we diversity awesome, and we need to learn to embrace it. because that's a part of your alignment process, your spiritual awakeness. And then I'm gonna give you some shade tree, inspiration too. What you got coming up, Rochelle, for your for the topic?
When we get into the topic of the day,
yeah,
I think I'm just gonna like really look. It's always sound good to say something about how we gonna pour into the youth. We gonna pour into them like Kool-Aid. Okay, and then them bitches get out of under our wing and they ain't got no job. They ain't got the world is on fire. Okay, and they realize all the adults is assholes. Okay, the thing that we taught them don't be matching what's going on in the world.
What's going on in the world?
For me, I'm like, I hear you, Maya, and also we need to work on these adults. We need to work on these adults. Get these adults.
I noticed you said and I like that. You know me, I like the and word. I don't really care for the but word. Don't say it. Because I ain't got no butt. That might be why.
I don't got no butts, so I don't like butts. But you know what? We can't go too far into the show.
Oh, yeah.
We don't get to have our guest up in this piece. We being blessed. I need to see it.
Boo, he ain't nobody. This my homie, so I can talk about it. But not nobody to talk about it, though. But I need you guys to give not another black show welcome to Spunky Robinson.
Woo!
Hey. Dance it up. So let me tell y'all a little bit about
what's going on with y'all.
What's going on? He over here looking like he in the Bahamas and some shit like that.
Is there a beach behind you?
By the pool.
Sunday football. Got the barbecue.
Hey, you in the Bahamas because your
in front of me.
You in the Bahamas because your internet is dragging. You got all that beautiful stuff out there, and you can't get something that's gonna stretch.
Just do it.
Oh God. He getting that island internet.
I love your dad though. Your dad cool as shit. All right, y'all. I know, right? He frozen, but the tiki look good. So let me give y'all Spunky Robinson's. Let me get see. He ain't hearing nothing. He lagging like by 70, 80 minutes.
he lagging like Mexico and the United States. It's the 70s in there.
Okay.
It was just going good.
It's coming in and out.
That's all right. We still love you. Your picture look good. Your frozen video is all right. You know, if you make it an ugly face, I'll be just ragging it.
I don't know.
Look at that.
This is your frozen video.
Move closer to the pool, bro. I mean, closer to the house. While he's getting it together, hopefully I can say this before he can, because it's gonna be another 60 seconds, so I got time before he come back in.
I'm sorry.
See? Oh my God. All right, so here's his bio. Spunky Robinson is a touring comedian across the U.S. and overseas. Known for his fast-paced comedy and relatability, he is often referred to as the Punchline King. Spunky headlines, hosts his own rooms, and organizes his own comedy cruises and festivals. And now we have some. Spunky do a lot more stuff than that. Okay, but those are just the things that he loved to do the most. I think that's what he listed. Because this man is a motivational speaker to the youth. He is an activist. He what else he do? He take care of his kids.
Do you pressure wash? Do you pressure?
Like pressure wash. You probably know how.
I have. I've washed before. I have. Yeah, I know how.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we know. Now we know he real. Okay. Now
we know he real. He real.
You can't put down taking care of your kids because that's what you're supposed to do.
I just don't know how to fish. I know I do everything.
But fish. Okay. So in the apocalypse, real talk, in the apocalypse, do we go to your place or do we need to find somewhere else to be? Are you apocalypse ready? Wait, what happened?
I don't know.
He gonna be ready for the apocalypse because the internet gonna be out. And
I was just about to say, ain't nobody going to his house. I ain't at the house.
But he keep freezing in these really good photos.
He does. I'm mad about that. I'm mad about that part. I don't like that
supposed to
part.
freeze while you like your fingers up your nose.
Yeah, I am too.
I don't like that part.
My internet?
Yes,
Yep.
I've been told you that.
Yeah, I can see your network connection, and it says 0 out of 10. You know, you ain't even passing, bro. You ain't even passing.
I'm trying. I don't want to leak it. I can go in another area, but ain't no. I don't want to walk away and then my thing dead on you, and I'm gonna be mad.
Okay, now you got 4 out of 10. I don't know. Keep your arm over your hand over your head. You gotta.
That might hurt.
That's why you on there. There you go. Look at the pool. Hey, we getting a tour. We'll take the tour. Already famous. We're getting a tour.
Oh, it looks very tropical now.
Yes. God is doing amazing things on that sky, huh? Looking good. All right. That's a good connection. 10 out of 10. Then he gonna be in a nice connection, and then the internet gonna be good, and then his computer gonna be like, whoa.
Yeah.
That's all right. We love you. Look, you standing outside that house looking like you about to rob it. What's happening? Looking like you about to jump in the window. What's happening?
We can see you. We can see you. We just can't hear you. We just can't hear.
Are you saying anything?
We be trying not to be another black show, but we end up being another black show.
TK.
Yeah, I'm so upset.
Now that's the truth.
I can hear you now.
I am upset. Listen,
Why you upset?
Now that is the truth. 100%.
a minute ago.
We are, ladies and gentlemen, changing our name to another black show. Maybe. It's gonna be not another black show.
The show is now called Another Black Show.
Not another black show, maybe. It just depends.
Wait, what's funny is why did you move back to exactly where you were before?
We couldn't hear him over there closer to the internet.
Well,
when
because
got out here, we can hear
because my battery was gonna go dead.
Oh, that might be why we couldn't hear you.
It said my battery was gonna go dead. I had to come back where the plug was.
Gotcha.
Yeah. All right. So here's how we're gonna do.
No, ain't no other plug.
Ask you a question, and then you run over to the other side and answer it, and then run back.
Oh my God. And the look on his face right now while it's frozen.
No,
the look on his face right now is like, fuck y'all.
Your frozen face is saying what you really think.
Yeah. Y'all getting on my mother nerve.
We still love you.
Like, y'all can find his bio on Spunky Robinson.
Yeah, there we go. Wow.
Actually, he's wrote a book.
Let's go look at his.
He's an author. Did that nigga just move over to? Oh, there we go. See, ain't nobody plugs in the house. I was wondering, because I've been to your dad's house and it's dope. Like, I know he got electrical outlets.
Yeah, he do it. I just didn't want to do it in the house because they was cooking.
Well, I
Ooh.
mean, I'm sure the
What
kitchen
they
is not the only
cooking?
place.
What they cooking? Hey,
All right.
whatever they
Yeah.
cooking, I want some.
That's a jailhouse pig right there. Let me take a picture of that. He gonna think I'm lying. He gonna think I'm lying. That's that jailhouse selfie that he send out to everybody. The nigga send this shit out to everybody. All in their messages. All in their DMs.
Okay, so I don't know if it's just spotty. Is there the good spot in the house?
Yada 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 yada.
Just right on top of the modem.
I don't know.
Sit on top of the modem.
Yeah, that's a good idea. In fact, go find an Ethernet cord and plug in directly to that bitch. Old school.
That blue cord. Where your blue cord at?
Yeah.
We just roasting you. We having us a good time.
Deep
Not another black
roasting.
show. Sometimes things don't go the way you thought they would go.
Yeah,
But if you're having a
we
good
are
time,
another black show sometime. Yeah.
if you're enjoying yourself, amen. Okay. And to that, we talk about Spunky like he ain't here for a second. We're gonna go ahead.
He said he can hear us. He said, am I still frozen? Because I can see y'all and hear y'all. There you go.
There you go.
Unlock the jailhouse thing.
He's Mr. America.
We might be in real time. We in real time.
Yes, yes.
That's better. All right there. Yo, producer and manager is fired for today. Just for today though. But you need her ass. Need her ass.
Okay.
Nigga.
You done come through the storm.
I heard y'all.
You heard us roasting you?
Yeah. We did a good job though, right?
We going out our head. Yeah, we got you.
Okay, we roasting this
I don't
man.
know why I asked
but
him. Oh yeah, let's share his book while he's still working on that black ass connection over there. So y'all listen, we are.
Wait a minute. Now what's that?
All three of us are comedians. Okay, so you're gonna get this. We so serious when we say seriously funny, like for real. All right, so let's talk about his book real quick. I'm going to introduce it. Yesterday, I made My Last Excuse by Spunky Robinson. Name his mama gave him is Antoine Robinson. If you want to follow him on Facebook, but we'll get to that later. But the man started writing this book in like 15, 16?
Oh yeah, 2015. Yep.
Yeah, because I remember you writing your first draft and sent it to me, and I was like, "Whoa." I want to read the real book, and I still ain't read it.
Me either.
But I basically lived it. I'm probably in there somewhere helping you get to show the show.
Yeah, it took me 3 years to write it.
That's very
a long
cool.
time. Yeah.
I love you basically have a prayer right in front, which is beautiful.
Yeah, good words.
And then one thing that you said is like, somebody might say that I'm not qualified to give this information, but I can talk about my life. I can talk about what I've learned, the sacrifice that I've made. And I think that is dope.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
That's inspiring. I gotta go read that book one day.
I think I'm gonna read it too.
I think I asked you about had you read it when you first got it published, and I was like, have you read it? And he was like, nah, I lived it. I was like, oh
yeah. I mean, I didn't read it because some of the stuff that I write about, that I wrote about, I just didn't want to relive no more. So I was like,
that's good though. That's actually really good.
Yeah. So But I mean, people tell me it's a good book, so I take their word for it. I'm gonna go read it though. Like when I gotta go to LA next week. Maybe I'll read it on the plane.
You gonna be asleep, boy. Stop playing.
Probably. Probably.
Hey man, this little statement right here is for me. Every day may be different. You may have 10 things you would like to get done, but you only get 8 done. Isn't that still accomplishment? Man, that's me, because I straight up be like, I was supposed to get 10 things done.
Right.
That's exactly how she be sounding too.
So I love that you spent the time to write this. I believe it is in stock, okay? Mm-hmm. And we can go get it, okay? And it got ratings. Look at you with the ratings, okay? With people actually reading. I'm like, I put a book out and people was like, too bad.
I didn't even know that. Let me take a picture of that. I didn't even know that.
Let me tell y'all about this right here. He said, first of all, 13 of them people, his relatives, and they didn't really read it. They just put the ratings on there. I used to get paid things to put ratings on there. You can get the book on Amazon.
That's what you call a hater right there.
5 stars.
That's actually dope, though. That's dope. That's real dope.
Okay, there it is.
Listen at this rating. I bought this book to sort the author who is a cousin of mine. Nigga, I'm done. I told you.
Oh, that is my cousin.
I was surprised of the things I found out. I would recommend this to other people. It talks about the hardships and the blessings of following your dreams. I watched him live. He's very funny. It's inspirational. It's a good book. It's very inspiring. Every time I read a chapter, I'd stop and do something to benefit my future. Come on.
Whoa.
Good
reading.
Great book.
That's inspiration right there.
Teaches you all about his life experiences. This book was awesome. Once I picked it up, I couldn't put it down.
Wow.
Okay, come on. Not only does this book encourage comedians, but anyone that's trying to accomplish a goal in life, you better come through.
Okay.
Okay. Remember who you are. Okay. All right. Not another black show is a remind people how great they are. Okay.
Listen, Spunk.
Okay. I know people said that. I never read that before.
That's dope. Listen, I just want you to know that you have now made the NAB's bestseller list. The NAB's bestseller list. Okay. We ain't got no money or no certificates. We ain't got none of that shit.
But we got a roast. We put you on this thing. We got a roast. We ain't got no money, but we got a roast. See, you came all the way from the Bahamas to your father's house in one day with an internet signal and became a bestseller. Okay,
all in one day.
To the apartment
block. Talk about accomplishment. What'd you say, Spunk?
So tell us how to quote. We're talking about the Queen Maya Angelou and about diversity. Tell us like how that quote hit you. What stuck out for you?
Are you talking about what TK sent me what we were talking about earlier?
Yeah, the quote.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yep.
Well, I mean, just the first sentence when it says it's time for the parents to teach the young people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was looking at Ricky Smiley last night. He was on live talking about the golf thing. He was just talking about how correction, like the kids don't respect us no more because of they done took correction out of everything. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't correct nobody no more. Like you can't talk to nobody. You can't talk to the kids. You can't talk to you can't talk to the parents about their kids, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a sad thing when somebody go back to try to help the community. Like I don't know what happened prior to that, but it's a sad thing when somebody try to go back to their community to help to give out turkeys and they end up dying behind. You know what I'm saying? And like basically what Rick was saying was like the kids have no regard for life anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't appreciate living. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that like it's important that we somehow got to get back to that part of it, just because like growing up, I'm pretty sure like we all about the same age. Like growing up, we was actually scared of something, like scared of our parents at some point. You know what I'm saying? These kids are not, they don't fear us anymore. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I don't know where we went wrong exactly, but
I mean, are we trying to, because if we're trying to get them to fear something, I think their fears are their regular life. I
They have
fear
no hope.
the fact that there is nothing
No hope.
for me here. I'm here and there's no hope. You know what I'm saying? So what does it matter what you telling me? I think what we're telling them and what is I
What
think
we're
they're having
doing.
a hard time
Yeah.
digesting like that this world is on fire. You
I
know?
was
And then you like, be afraid. I am afraid. It's on fire.
But when we speak certain things to our kids, and we don't, and they feel more than we allow ourselves to feel. Okay, so when we speak, those certain things into certain things that may instill fear, and when we speak that into their lives, we get adults like us, who many of us who don't know how to do anything in love because we've been controlled for so long. It's a slave mentality. It's the way we raise our kids. It's slave mentality. You get the same product, it just gets worse. So we tried it, and our kids are resisting when we are sitting here dropping the ball. So something wasn't right with our parents and their parents.
What you thinking?
I mean, my whole thing is I don't think we dropped the ball, Keisha. I just think like it got worse. It got worse when they took discipline out. You know what I'm saying? Like one thing about pain, it'll make you remember some stuff. You know, like you didn't do what you did, stuck out the house or whatever you did because you know that pain that daddy got to the crib. Now these kids ain't scared of nobody. I mean, I see it in the school. I used to substitute, even when I used to teach. Like these kids ain't scared of nobody because they know, you know what I'm saying, they got the power to say something, and everybody's gonna kid no matter what happens. Like I seen the other day where I don't know if y'all seen the video. The police pepper sprayed and he ended up getting tased. You know what I'm saying? And you know, a lot of sitting there talking about, you know, how wrong the police was. Said, well, first of all, if you've never talked before, then don't talk about like the school system or what these teachers have to the unruly. You know what I'm saying? Do one thing, they're gonna do the opposite. And then in the video, you know, like I was talking about, and she was saying that he pepper sprayed. I was like, nah, you can't say that. It was 40 people in the video. Why would he single that one person out? I said something happened before that for him to single that one person out. And when he pepper sprayed him, the young dude kind of rushed him, towards him. And you ever been to fight or seen the fight and somebody got the stand where he finna pick somebody up and slam? That's the stance he was in, but his eyes was closed, so he couldn't see him. And then that's when he got tased. And so everybody was like, he was being wrong. I was like, hey man, you gotta understand, like for one, like police are scared of us. That's why they shooting and tasing us so quick, because they scared. You're on the job the way, you know it's gonna be some unruly and you're afraid. That's why you ask questions later, but that's how it's supposed to be. But you know, as far as these kids, they just bad. And I mean, you can say, people say it's great for them, but listen, you kids, y'all kids, you got kids in you. I can't, Rochelle, you got.
Wait, you?
No, I don't.
What'd he say?
Do I have kids?
Oh.
No, but I did teach for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was a teacher.
Yeah.
Oh, so you taught for a long time. So you know how unruly these kids can get sometimes and disrespectful. They just don't have no respect for authority whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a time like you wouldn't curse in front of no adults. Now these little junior high kids be cursing like you ain't even standing there. You're a grown woman. You know what I'm saying? You're like, nigga, I'm here. I may look young, but nigga, I'm here. Like they don't care about it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, what I mean, like Keisha was saying earlier, like what do you do? I
don't know. I think the breakdown of for what's happening with our children, our youth, is a breakdown of ourselves, right?
mm-hmm.
They're just
We're
a
not healed.
reflection of what we are struggling with. And so even though, you know, some people are beaten into their life, right? You know what I'm saying? Like that if that person who is doing the whooping is still messed up, and then then it's not connecting to nothing. You getting just hit all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no, like the adults are so screwed up that we are not able to give our kids really what they need. We don't talk to each other. Like if you took the kids out of it, it'd be like we don't talk to each other. Right? We don't correct one another. Right? Mm-hmm. We don't hold one another accountable, and we're not used to being accountable for our own actions. So then we input that onto children, but want a different result. You know what I'm saying? And it's just at this point, all of our stuff is just coming. You know, that fruit is coming to, what's that? The seed don't fall, the fruit don't fall from the tree. Like you need to be whooping that adult ass.
Right. I never looked at it like that, but yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we messed up. We totally. That's what I was trying to say earlier. Thank you, Rochelle. And the mirror. I was about, man, you all in my head today. We are in alignment, ma'am. Because I just was about to say, it's not. Actually, I'm about to say the very same thing you said, like almost word for word. So I concur. Like, I can't do nothing but stamp that off, because it is messed up individuals raising more messed up individuals, because our parents only, you know, they use physical discipline, and they was an authoritarian. Like, they didn't use it when it absolutely was needed. They didn't think and to stop and talk to us. Like, our parents didn't talk to us. I sit down and talk to my kids, and I make it easy for them to talk to, because I don't be trying to find the wrong in anything that they're about to tell me. I don't look for the wrong in it. I'll be looking for, okay, this is what he don't like about this situation. I feel what he is. Then I may have an advantage because I'm an empath, but I feel what he's really saying, and I can get down to the nitty gritty of the whole, situation. But I ain't saying my kids tell me everything, but I make it easy for them and their friends. They come to me all the time. Because they trust me, and they tell me their feelings about certain things. I don't try to sway their feelings, but I do give them another side to look at if there is. I do make sure I acknowledge that their feelings are valid. And then, because that's what we missed. We didn't get that. You go do this, and you do it because I say so. Don't tell. I'm not going to tell you. Don't ask me why, because then I'm gonna shut down some more, basically. And I'm gonna go into you harder because I say so, because I pay these bills because of this. Instead of just saying, son, if you don't go and clean your room, you're gonna have fungus, mold, and I'm not taking you to the hospital. That's the type of punishment I do. Like, okay, nigga, well, if you want to sit in there in that shit, you make sure you sit in there in that shit. Like, and then when you come out with kids, that's your ass.
Now these kids nasty. These kids nasty. These kids won't clean up.
Yes.
These kids won't clean up if you don't like, boy, his feet smell like crackhead feet and old Buick pipes. Boy,
I got boys, I know.
Man, these kids is lazy, man.
There's boys in here and their friends in here with it be smelling like, ooh. I'm constantly lighting candles in my house, honey.
You said the candles ain't for show in your house. They ain't for show.
Right.
Right. They be used, baby.
They get used. All of these getting lit. All of them getting lit.
But that's why I enjoy going to talk to young kids, because what I learned was like kids, like young people tend to listen to somebody who don't have nothing invested in them. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like if you tell them as a parent, you need to do this, and you could be saying the same thing, but I'm gonna walk in and say the same exact thing in a different way, and they'll listen to me because I got nothing invested in them. So they thinking to themselves, why is he telling me this? He gotta care if he telling me this. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have, whether you do it or you don't do it. I ain't got nothing. I'm gonna go home to my kids after this and go about my business. But I'm gonna tell you this because I love you, and I don't want to see you. You know what I'm saying, in the grave before you need to be in the grave. You know what I'm saying? So that's what me and my brother do. Like, I talk to his son, he'll talk to my son. Like, we rarely even talk to each other kids. Our own kid. I send him there, he send me over there. And I just
That's what my
say,
brother
damn
do.
it, man, what the play is,
And
man.
my brother
You know
do that too.
Yeah, man. I
Huh?
like
Yeah.
Your
that.
brothers do it?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a family
Um,
affair right there.
So what you think about?
Huh?
It's a
Oh,
family
I'm saying
affair.
that's a family affair.
Oh yeah, that's a tribe. That's your
Yeah.
village. That's your
Yeah.
village
Yeah.
if you so choose to use that. But you either way, you are building a village, and it literally takes a village. Look, you know how much them boys stayed at my house. They stayed over there, or they was at Jenna
Mhm.
house. Like they never was at their parents' house. They was it was at my house. It was at Malachi mama house or Deontay auntie house. Either one. Like it was, but we knew where they were. So when we talk about
Right.
diversity with the kids, are we teaching them diversity and to appreciate diversity by telling them what to choose and telling them how to think?
Yeah. You know what? It's so crazy. Like, so many things happening in my opinion, so many things happening in the world now. Like, I think they seeing it for themselves, and they making their own decisions on certain things. You know what I'm saying? Um, like, remember, I tell everybody back in the days. Remember Officer Friendly back in the days with the police. I don't know if you. Well, I don't know how old
Yeah.
you are. But remember Officer Friendly?
We
Friendly
saying all of
police?
us around the same age.
Yeah,
I like how she's
Officer
like,
Friendly.
you ain't gonna tell me your age, girl. We all on the same
Exactly
age.
what I'm thinking. Exactly what I'm thinking. For real.
Like, yeah, like the police used to come to your school and everybody wanted to be a police and a firefighter. Now nobody want to be a police no more because of all the stuff that's going on with the police. You know what I'm saying? Nobody. It's like they make a song called "F the Police." That's like I wrote a joke about it. I was like, people say "F the police" because y'all doing wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody said "F the firefighters" or "F the nurses." You know what I'm saying?
for real.
Like, ain't nobody
F
making a
the
song like that.
firefighters, I bet you if
You
my
know?
house is on fire, I don't call them.
Firefighters don't discriminate unless they're told to. The houses, and they don't pull guns because they don't have guns. They there
No.
to fight the fire, not the people.
Right. And like, I think it's
But
a
still,
mindset.
it's
a mindset.
it's
Go ahead,
mhm.
what correspond?
Yeah. But my thing is, the thing is, we don't like, people got this thing where black people don't like police. It's not like police. We like bad police. We don't like police that abuse their jobs. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. We need the police there. I'm not calling Keisha for the house. Nigga, I'm calling the popo. You feel me? I'm calling them folks. So
Yeah, don't call me.
we need them, but we need the ones that understand our culture and
Yep.
what we got. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
they don't understand our culture and what we got going on, and the frustration of
So that,
of a young man not seeing his brothers and sisters eat because his mom on drugs, and now he gotta feed his kid, and police run up on him. You don't know this frustration, so he gonna be aggressive. That's what we do. We talk with aggression. You know what I'm saying?
well,
And-
to them it's
and if you
aggressive,
don't
but
know
for us it's assertive. Assertive.
Yeah,
assertive.
And to us, that nigga just crazy. Man, y'all wanna get Crazy Larry out of here? You know what I'm saying? He just like he just but you know, when you see it, you know, okay, I'm gonna stay away from him. Like, he having a bad day, but that's not happening with them. You know what I'm saying? And so that, I think that's where everything is going wrong. And so now
That shit go all the
now
way
our
back to
kids-
slave master.
Hey, we have
Right. So now our
we
kids-
have a commenter who
Yep.
said this part. See what you think. You should be able to see it on the screen.
Yep. We need to know we can do
We
better
need
than
to
what we
know-
see. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And so
I agree.
think that
like
kinda-
everything. Okay, here's the thing.
Go ahead,
Every
dear.
generation is supposed to do better than their parents. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's the goal. The goal is to do better than parents. Like we want to do better. That's why when your parents got a high school diploma, they push you to go get a college degree. Now you got a college degree. Now you trying to push your kids to go get a master's, something like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like every generation needs to get better. We do it better than our parents. So now we want our kids to do better than us. But at the same time, I think the fact that we don't want our kids to grow up like we did, in a sense, is softening the generation. You know what I'm saying? Like the hard times that you went through in your life made you who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like the stuff like these kids, they don't fight for nothing no more. They don't toughen stuff out. If something go wrong, instead of fighting through it, they quit. They quick to quit on you. You know what I'm saying? Like ain't nobody, they're not headstrong. That's why they easily getting on drugs that they shouldn't be. They ain't supposed to be going in your body. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not strong enough to say, you know what I'm saying? Nah, man, I'm straight on that. They influenced by their surroundings.
That nature and nurture. That's nature and nurture. Nature and nurture together. That is true. But we speak like our parents spoke and say, here we go. Y'all don't do drugs, but I did that shit. So in the 80s was crack. In the 70s was weed and LSD. Yo, they had hippies. And then you got crackheads. And then you got such and such. It is every generation. That is going to happen. Period. It's the way of the world at this point. But we cannot judge them because our generation did that shit too. And that's what we need to stop. That's what hurt us.
Right.
Ooh, so
No.
I keep getting. I think I disappeared in the conversation, but I was with y'all in spirit. So I think this has been such a deep conversation. I'm so grateful, Spunky, that you have just dove in. We so much so that we went off our format and we were just like, this conversation is delicious. TK, do you still have some meat on the grill?
I got a little bit on the grill. I'm gonna go get Auntie Uncle, check her out.
All right. Well, let's transition to Cookouts.
Let's go, y'all.
Do TK's Cookouts. And there is actually music to it, but I don't have it, so ignore. All right.
So do I just need to read it? Okay. TK's Cookout, where Black people talk about Black shit that we don't never talk about in front of white people. These are the things you will only hear about as your auntie flips the meat on the grill. Welcome to the Cookout, bitch. There we go.
Welcome to the Cookout, bitch.
All right, y'all. So Miss Angelou, the Queen, she hit so many good points. It was so hard for me to choose what I was going to lay into on this quote particular, but I'm gonna go ahead and lay into this part. And we talked about diversity with kids and all of that a few minutes ago, but let me tell y'all something, how we have diversity. In fact, I might bring that in, how diversity actually adds to your juiciness, to your life that you're building. And it should be appreciated, but we don't appreciate it because when we find something that we don't want, we don't like, and we nervous and stressed and tense and all that about it, we preventing or we slowing it down from coming because we can't see where it's gonna come from. We want to know so bad what's going on that we make diversity our enemy. You don't know when it's gonna happen. Instead of saying, "Ooh, I don't like that," but now I know what I do want, so let me focus on that. Since what you focus on is what you get, bro. Mm-hmm. So that diversity part, and I'm glad she mentioned it, is so freaking important to teach our children now, because that's what started earlier about the kids and not having discipline towards things, but it's the fact that we don't find what it is they want out of life to actually encourage, inspire them. We try to motivate them, which only wears out in 15 minutes, because then they bet to not even wanting to do it. And when somebody don't want to do it, you get mediocrity. So instead of inspiring them to do and follow their dreams, we stop and tell them what to do, and don't, because we don't want them to take we don't want them to use the diversity that we experience to end up like us. When actuality, that once you get aware of yourself, that diversity will be the key that opens your kingdom. Because you saw what you didn't like, and you didn't like the feeling of that, so you focus on what you do want, and you enjoy it and bask in the feeling of that. So now I got me over here preaching. Let me stop. Lord, let me say this for the collection plate. Let me say this for the collection plate, bro. Y'all, I'm about to pass it around. I'm about to pass it around. That little tray with the golden tray and the basket. I got one on the left, one on the right. Come, all of you. Come, I lay hands. I got oil. Actually, I got sage. Sage all around y'all. Evil spirits out your ass.
The sage is also not for show.
No, the sage is a part of the house. It's burnt. Like, we got so much smudge sage around here. Y'all don't even understand. Lord.
She also has cayenne pepper around the outside of her house. There's a lot going on.
There's a whole lot going on. There's a whole lot going on. But what in it? What? Okay, so I'm gonna ask y'all something. How do you feel about, because everything that I spoke about was law of attraction based. And it's a universal, probably the most powerful universal law out there. So I'm gonna ask you this and tell me, you can tell me yes or no, essay, I don't care. But do you believe that the law of attraction exists? And what do you think and do you think this would actually benefit you as well as the next generation and the next generation by knowing what this is, whether you believe it or not? Go ahead, Spunk.
About the law?
Law of attraction.
I absolutely 100% do. I study it. I actually been it very much so. I'm just big on speaking things, writing things down, just focusing on things that I want in my life. Just like you said earlier, you know what I'm saying? If you know what you want, do you know what you don't want? You know what I'm saying? So I just try to focus on, even in comedy, we all comedians. Like, sometimes I'd have been to shows, I'd be like, man, you on bomb tonight. Like that, right? But immediately I step out of, like, man, you crazy, you on bomb, you gonna kill this show. Like, I like, when I get negative thoughts, I automatically go back to something positive right quick to get back to, because you can I've seen people drop their argument with their girlfriend right before they went on stage and was mad, and went on stage and was good comedians and bombed badly. And as soon as they got on stage they was, man, F that girl. And I was like, and that taught me a lesson. Like, never ever, like, my family, people close to me know, don't call me an hour before my show. I'm not gonna answer the phone.
Yep.
Like,
I don't even answer that day. I don't answer that day.
I gotta answer.
I don't even answer.
He's like, I got kids.
I don't even answer the phone for them. I got kids.
Hey, man. I have a
family.
Yeah, I just don't let nobody. I just don't let that energy from me, because people don't understand, like, this is an actual job for people.
It
like
is.
This, people don't look at it as a job because all you do is tell jokes, but this is our job. This is what we, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Our money comes a little faster than teacher money. You might make, you know what I'm saying? It might take you 2 days or 3 days to make $250 or $300 being a teacher. It's gonna take me 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's the same thing, but like, I just really think, like, I write everything down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I try to read it. Like, stuff like, I make yearly goals, monthly goals, weekly goals, daily goals. It may be, I may just want to cut my hair, wash my wife's clothes, cook, walking for 30 minutes. It might be something, but like I wrote a book with you, like it's really, if you did every single day, five you accomplish
Yeah.
yourself to it.
Right.
You
Now that
freaking A. Never even did it.
Oh,
This reminds me of get a phone call.
sir,
there's a
You done
lot of
got
wisdom
unfocused on
on Not Enough Black Show, but we just ain't getting none of it because you cutting out. There's a whole bunch of wisdom, but you cut out on that last wisdom part. Okay, go back to
was
the
good
5
too.
things you wrote down the list, and there's 5 things, and you accomplished them. Okay, go there.
yeah. So
We
I
with
so I write I write everything down like every day. Can you hear me?
Mhm.
You good?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So like I write stuff down. Like I keep like my wallet right here. I'm gonna keep something in my wallet that's gonna remind me. I'm gonna write something down every day that's gonna remind me of you know what I'm saying, what I do to stay focused on what I'm focused on. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of stuff happening in your life. You know what I'm saying? Still, the main focus is to remain focused with me. Like I just no matter what happens, you're gonna have people that die on you. You're gonna have people that disappoint you. I done had people that accuse me of everything in the book, other comedians that was cool with me. And it's like, man, listen, you be wanting to say something, but then you like, why am I even entertaining this, man? Like some things you got to be bigger than. Like I take the Kevin Hart approach. You ever notice Kevin Hart never responds to anybody who criticizes him? He don't even respond to it. Like
So I'm sorry, just real quick, and I'm gonna let you say something, Rochelle, because I know, and we could talk. We could actually do a whole show on this, and so I'm gonna just throw it out there. Have you seen True Story? Spunk on Netflix. Kevin Hart. Is you there? Hey, I shouldn't have stopped.
episode 3 right now.
Huh?
Episode
Are you
3.
on episode 3? Cool. So
Episode 3.
okay, cool. We're not gonna do any spoilers, but I just wanted to mention that because it's funny.
Yeah.
It's funny that we're talking about this. It's funny that we're talking about this in this statement, like on this particular show. It all goes together, man. Um, that's a whole nother. That's a person that shows you that the law of attraction works. Like he actually really lives this, and it inspires me even more to be a teacher and an inspirational speaker, I guess to say, on this, but to teach you spiritually. Because if you ain't right spiritually, you ain't gonna be right emotionally. You're not gonna be right any other area. So, Rochelle, I just want to ask you the same question: do you believe in the law of attraction? Do you think it'll be something that we should teach our kids?
I don't know, because I can't say what law of attraction is, so I
I
can't say
teach.
that I believe in it.
I've been
I,
teaching this to you. I have been
nope.
teaching this to you, by offering you processes and showing you. You don't even know it because we friends, so you don't even realize
I
that you're
don't.
being taught.
I don't. I don't
You don't even
ascribe to
realize.
any. I don't ascribe to any statement that I don't know what it means fully. But
You don't
I
have
do
to
agree
do it.
with the idea of you doing of like how you think will bring things to closer to you. Um, and I think that when you're open to opportunities coming to you and you're seeking those opportunities and you're putting that into the air around you, that the universe does bend. God says, "Oh, well, you want those things? Cool. Well, here
Here
they
you go.
come." And you're able to see those because that's where you have put your energy toward. And so I do think that, like last night I did a set and I was like, I think I'm going to do terribly. I was so concerned about not doing well. And then I had to really be like, no, people are going to laugh. People are going to enjoy themselves. You are going to enjoy yourself. Y'all are going to be connected. And like having to be able to say those things and put that out and make that be the truth. Um, and then the world, bends to those things. So it's
There's your
I
diversity.
think that agree. How's it? How's that diversity? I don't know how that relates to diversity, but okay.
Because you just switched it up. If it wasn't for you being like, oh man, I'm gonna do bad. This is terrible. Like I'm gonna bomb. And then you said, no, that's faulty thinking. I know better. And you just brought your vibrations all the way up just that quick. So your diversity, you would have never known that you wanted to do good had you not felt the disconnect of doing bad. Or you're thinking that you do bad.
Uh-huh. Agreed.
But what makes you know what I always think? What makes us do that? Like what makes, because I know I'm funny, you know you're funny, you know you're funny. What makes you walk into a room after you just slayed the last 3 shows and say, I'm gonna do bad? What makes you like I never got that by myself. Like what makes me say, oh man, I ain't gonna do good tonight? After I know like last night I was just on their head. All I did was change locations, change people.
To me, I think it's like every show is different. Every person is coming with, like, the people that show up, they all coming with whatever their issues are, whatever's going on in their life. Depending on who that person, whether they came to laugh or they came to be made to laugh, right? Which is different. Like they holding their laughs or they ready. Like, please, I'm already with you. So that piece, and then we are humans in a life. You know what I'm saying? Living a life, and all the other things that are going on in our world affects the energy, right? So by the time you get there, you might just be feeling gunky. Like for me, I just felt like, oh man, I didn't have enough time to practice. I've argued with my mom, like all these different things that are going on in my life. And then I'm like, now be funny, like now turn it on. Can I actually hit the switch? But then you get that first laugh and you like, woo, y'all in for it. Y'all get all
right.
I think we just human beings. And you know what? Comedians are really fucked up also.
Yeah,
like,
we are.
The reason we can turn a mirror to this world is because we see so much and we feel so much. And so that has a cost, right? To hold all of that different energy. That's why we have to get on stage and get it out. But I think that cost is the insecurity and the worry and the thing. And that's the thing that we have to manage with the law of attraction, if I'm using that right.
You are. And that part is basically saying, both of you, oh my goodness, this is so juicy. That part right there though, like repeat that last part because I really like that.
I don't know what I said. I said words about people being messed up and us trying to get better by using the law of attraction. And that's what I said.
Actually, that's it. Now you said it. So our energy, like you said, when you walk into a room, you feel the energy of the things that's happened to you right before you came in, and you feel the energy of the people that's in the room. So a lot of times the uncertainty comes from previous experience. So I've been in this type of situation before where I felt this same type of energy, and now I'm scared. Now I feel like I'm gonna bomb. That's why I learned some stuff from watching Spunk, because I used to be basically his Uber driver nationwide, bro.
Right.
Like, I was his Uber driver before Uber was a thing. Watching him before he get on stage was something to see, because he made sure he poured out of everybody's energy. Everybody. He never touched the stage without praying. 2 things. He walked out the room, which is probably why I walk out the room all the time. He walks out the room and he does, and that's something I really picked up and admired by him. And then I picked up something else from Wody when we had our last episode was, nigga, when he get ready on stage, he about to host, it's like he is laser. But have you ever seen this dude laser focus? He could be texting somebody and will not look up at you if you say a car is about to hit you. Like
Yeah.
that type of shit. He's so focused on that. So I admire both of y'all because both of y'all have different qualities that actually work in the law of attraction, and your processes are awesome. Well, Spunk, where you write down everything, because I know you learn better by reading, and some
Yeah.
people learn better by hearing. Most of us, all of us, learn everything from experience. And with that, we gonna turn the meat off, and I'm gonna throw out this potato salad with this raisins. And who invited Karen?
Spunk.
Sit her
Spunk, he did
ass
it.
up. Throw out this potato salad with these raisins and apples and shit in it. The food.
He's like, what? I love that. What?
I ain't got it. It wasn't me.
Oh my
So
God. We are
that's
going on to the topic of the day. Topic
You went
of
out
the
for
day.
this.
Topic of the day.
Well, you
Topic
see,
of the day.
topic of the day.
I
Topic
just make
of
up.
the day.
I just make the songs up because I can. So topic of the day. So I think we kind of actually jumped into it during the interview part. We were kind of like, it's so meaty. We just got to get into it immediately. But I think the part that I wanted to touch on is that I do think that diversity is important. I think that when you're in a room with a lot of different people, it teaches you to find what our I guess you could say our bottom, like the common denominator is. Like we're all people. Like last night I said, okay, we all different, but everybody's hands, if you smell them right now, smell like pussy or dick. Like that's everyone masturbates. Okay, that's what's happening. We're all together.
Look at him. Look at Smoke.
So we are all individuals. We're all just people trying to figure out like life. And when you put yourself in a room full of people, you'll notice.
Yep. We almost lost you, bud.
Yeah, I know. It's like super spotty. I'm having those issues.
You at Spunk House?
Yeah, right. In the next room.
I'm in his other bedroom. So.
Sitting on top of the internet. Top of the modem. You know, top of got that modem.
So we need diversity to remind us of our humanity, and that it goes across whatever race or whatever you are. I think when I've been in rooms, so I went to like a business school where I was like the minority, but minority in such a different way. I was the like 20% was American, everybody else were from other countries, and then still black and still a woman, right? So like a triple minority. But I was around people who you go in a room, some people are speaking Russian, some people are speaking German, some people are speaking Spanish, some people are speaking Japanese, right? And then you go, but we chilling, we gonna go have a beer later, right? Mm-hmm. And so I think it happens also with people in the army or the military or whatever. They wind up around a lot of different people, and they like, man, at the base level, we are just people. And so I think we need to be around one another to have that diversity and to recognize the strength in it. And we cannot be good, but I think we cannot be good people for the children cannot be good people until the adults become good people. I used to teach. I taught for 10 years, right? And you are like teaching somebody, and then right after that is being pulled back out of them, and you put something in and then get pulled back out, and you are fighting over and over again the world that they have to go back to. They not in your, once they leave your classroom, that's nice, but I'm hungry at home. I'm getting beat at home. I'm scared at home. I have people in my life. Like I told one of my kids to do homework where I said, just sit outside and look around your neighborhood and see if the people are happy. And if the people are not happy, don't do what they're doing because they're not happy, right? You just need to know whether they're happy or not, right? And he was like, I can't do that because I could get killed. Like I might see something that I'm not supposed to see. I can't just go out and be staring, looking at everything going around. And I would have never thought of that, right? And so it really, to me, just entrenched. That's why I started doing comedy. we need to talk to these adults. We need to get the adults on a better path so that our youth can be on a on a good path.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Listen.
That's dope.
Go ahead, baby.
I'm saying all that to say, like, when you do your comedy, like, what are you trying to get over to people? What is something that you want to stick with people so that they will be better for themselves and for their children?
So what happens is, I mean, I'm not sure. I don't think you've ever said before, but like T can tell you, I've always been a person. First of all, rewinding back, I always ask God for a voice to where people will listen to me, and then once they listen to me, I made it my duty to give people more than just some laughs, because it's going to be 5 comedians on the show and everybody's going to make people laugh. We all going to be funny. All right, it is what it is. But how are they going to remember me? They don't remember my name. How are they remember me? And so I go through a whole 45 minutes, and then at the end, I talk about some real life situations. Even during my, I throw some little gems out there about niggas getting their right, treating their girl good, and just weird stuff. But anyway, but I talk about it's not even I just talk about the situation, how I was back when I first started doing, just telling people. Basically what I do is I give people hope. I do what the pastor do Sunday. I give you hope that I give you my situation, which is in my book. I give you my situation, and then I tell you how I get out of my situation. You know what I'm saying? And just to let you know that, like, no matter how hard life, like, it's going to be better. You just got to keep going. You know what I'm saying? At no point in time, like, I just didn't die, and my kids found out I was homeless, and when I died, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was, like, I couldn't live with that. Yeah, I couldn't, like, me being a man, I just couldn't, and so now I may not ever make it to be Mike Epps status or Kevin Hart status, but they see me hustling and grinding, and to them I'm somebody. So that's more. Yeah, that means more to me than everybody pat me on my back saying you the funniest nigga. Like, I mean, all that's cool, but as soon as I make a mistake, y'all gonna burn me, y'all gonna crucify me. I know that. I see how y'all did it to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Y'all pat people on the back when they doing good, and as soon as they make a mistake, which everybody's entitled, everybody's gonna make a mistake. You know what I'm saying? Y'all crucify him. So I'm just one mistake away from y'all turning y'all back on me. So I don't do this for y'all. And I think like in this thing, like, it's got to be more than money or you just being the funniest person in town or whatever. It's like, it's got to be bigger than that. Because if you do it for the money, you ain't gonna make no money for a while unless you get lucky on this internet. And if you're doing it for yourself, sometimes you'll quit on yourself, but you ain't gonna quit on because you want to pay for your kids' college tuition or your mom a house. Like, my mom want a house, so I can't chill like I want to chill because I gotta help my mom if she ready to get her crib next year. I gotta try to find a way to help my old girl. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Yeah.
So when you find something else that's bigger than yourself, then those days that you feel like getting up out your bed or you don't feel like being at your best, you gonna do it because it's bigger than you. And it's so crazy how we would do stuff for other people that we won't even do for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's crazy how that happens. Like, we'll go all out for our kids. We'll work.
Won't do that for us.
We'll do all this stuff for our kids. But when it comes to us, just on vacation and we know we got to work 4 extra days, we'll be like, man, fuck that vacation. You know what I'm saying? But that's what
let's put in the work.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And so, that part is inspiration. You're talking about inspiration right now. Like, I don't want to do this. It's bigger than me. You inspired to do it because it's bigger than you. That's still why.
Right.
TK, what about
you? Like, you gotta think about all the time. Huh?
I said you was motivated to teach. you don't like it, but you inspired to talk to kids, and you inspired to go get on that stage. You inspired, but you was just motivated based on other things that was probably tangible. And now it's like this is my passion, and so I'm inspired to follow this. And that's what we need to wake up in our kids. I think. Like I know, that, but I think as we know this, we can pass it down to our children. Reach each one, teach one. Reach one, teach one, teach. And for me, it's each one, teach one.
See, the problem is like I traded in. I tell people all the time, I traded in my finances for my freedom and my happiness when I first started doing
High five, bro.
So I traded. Whatever. So I traded in the fact that I was be making a guaranteed salary teaching for my happiness and my freedom. Okay, I wasn't gonna be making the money that I was making teaching, but I knew if I worked hard enough, I can make that money doing what God's will is. Because all we doing is what God's will is. You know what I'm saying? So when I pray, that's my prayer be, God, let your will be done. Like I didn't ask to do comedy. You put me here, so let your will be done. You know what I'm saying? Let your will be done. Because I can't do this by myself. I didn't want to do this. I didn't sign up for this. You put this in my life. So let what you put me here for, let this happen tonight. Like tomorrow, yesterday, none of that matters. Today is what matters to me. And let me go up there and give these people what you gave me. And I go. Like after that, man, listen, I don't worry about now. I don't care who on the show. Let's go. Let's run.
Yeah.
That's so important. But like man, Spunk, I think Spunk, I concur.
Yo, you said that, and I'm like, that is exactly what I did last night. I just had to pray, like, Lord, it's really you talking to your people. Like you just giving me the platform to do it, but it's your work that you've asked me to do. Help me to do your work. Like, let that connection be made, you know.
And the thing is, you got to understand, people paying their kids college tuition off what we doing for $150, $200 right now. We just got to maximize what we doing and just outwork people. Just be like, man, I'll show you something in my inbox. I was DMing somebody in Vegas, and they was looking at it, but they'll never respond. And so 2 months later, I send them another message. I see them say seen, they'll never respond. And Keisha tell you, I tell people all the time, I'm gonna make you tell me no, or you're gonna book me. Like I'm gonna keep bothering you until you say I'm not gonna book you, or when what's your availabilities? And so I hit them up after about the fifth time. I can show you my DM. After about the fifth time, they was like, "Hey man, send me your availabilities in January." Yeah, I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? But it was gonna be one, like, I know you looking at my messages, so just tell me no so I can go on with my life. But you ain't gonna tell me no, all right, cool, I'm gonna keep bothering you. You know what I'm saying? It's just you gotta be willing to do whatever, and it takes nothing. We be laying in your bed looking at True Story and DMing people about work. 6, 7, 8 people a day. You may hit 20 people up a week. You know what I'm saying? And one might book you, but that's one show you got. That's something to work with. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like what we do is so important because we got an opportunity to sit in front of 100, 200 people, 30 people, 5 people, and tell them something, and they're gonna listen to us. You know what I'm saying? Now, what you telling them, you gonna tell them some goofy shit, or you gonna build some real. Like I tell people, I'm gonna be funny, but somewhere in there you gonna hear something that you need to hear.
That you resonate with.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think that God should give you a voice to people listen, and you ain't doing nothing but bullshit. You telling people how wet your coochie is for 45 minutes. Nobody want to hear that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, for 44 minutes they want to hear it. For the 1 minute, and here's what God told me.
It's cool. It's cool. I don't talk about nobody jokes. But I don't want to hear about how wet your coochie is for 45 minutes. I'm going
44 minutes. And then you're gonna have to listen to that last.
Yeah. But it's just this game here, man, is so, because there's no time limit on it. You got people that's on stage right now. I was just watching the Marsha Warfield. She said she's 60 something years old, 60. Yeah. I'm like, and she was just on stage as a woman, killing them.
Yep,
Yo.
killing.
I
Yeah,
got
she
to
was-
see her. Black Girl Giggles had her as their like headline
Honorary.
comedian.
Mhm.
And she came and performed, and I had never seen her do stand up, and it felt so doggone effortless. I was like, what is happening?
F-
How
man,
was she just like she's just talking though, right?
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
just talking.
Authentic.
yeah, yeah. Me and my dad just sitting there watching her like this. I was like, I've never seen her before, but she's funny as shit. Like she was
Yeah.
funny. Like she was, you know, and it's time, and
She
so
just
it's
kind of
something
just
that we
went
can.
in and out. I mean, there's something. The gift of comedy is you're also getting these like storytellers, and you're getting people weaving something, and it's like you can see it be. You're watching,
You
and
can
you're
see
like,
it coming
this
together.
is
Yeah.
being weaved around me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then all of a sudden they go, "Yeah, man, love your family and take care of your kids," or something. You like,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, what is it now? Okay.
Oh.
I love my kids.
You got
Sometimes,
me.
but fuck this. I love my
Well,
kids, but
TK,
fuck them little bugs.
TK, what you want to add to that? What with
Man,
your comedy? What do you try to do to help folks or
um,
to get to people? Leave them with.
my main thing is my life is funny. So I take stuff out of my regular everyday life or crazy things that's happened because I love my parents, and so they're a big part of my set. My little brother, I just started adding him, so it's very important for me to add him as a skit and talk about his schizophrenia because he is fucking hilarious. The little dude is funny. I can't call him little no more. Nigga went to jail and got fat on me. So the dude, I don't know what it is about jail. Ain't the right spot.
I don't want no part of that.
Anyway, but anyway, back to the subject at hand. Yes, so I talk about stuff, real stuff that's in my life. That's funny. I rarely have to add anything because my folks so stupid funny anyway. But my main thing when I walk out on the stage is to be able to allow and accept. So I don't want to resist my audience. I don't even want to resist all of their energy. I want to be able to beam my energy so loud and so wide and so bright that they have no other choice but to stop and listen and to hear something. Like they have no choice because I'm going to resonate with their inner being. The God in me, the God that I ask, the God that I pray to, the God that I say, "Can you step up?" Because this physical flesh TK ain't about shit, and you know it. So I need you to step up and connect with these people. I don't want to think about the other bullshit. Connect with these people for me and for you and for us. Like connect with their inner being, let them learn something from me, even if they don't like nothing. If they didn't laugh the whole time, now if you ain't laughing and I'm 5 minutes in, I ain't gonna assume that something is wrong with my set. I'm gonna point your ass out and be like, nigga, what you here for? Is this a circus for you? Like, where am I supposed to come sit in your lap? What? Somebody drug you here and made you think this is a strip club. Is that what it is? Like, what do you want from me? Because I'm still trying to connect with you. But and I did that up until about 2 months ago where I would get offended. I realized that's what it was. I was getting offended because certain people would sit there with their arms folded and be like, make me laugh. And I'm like, nigga, you came to a comedy show. Why I gotta make you laugh when you should be ready for these punchlines? You know what I'm saying? Or just laughing at the story at hand. But if you ain't come here for that, I get it. Because ain't telling what the hell going on in your life. So I need to stop being so offended and be more offensive. So your ass can wake the fuck up and laugh. Because the only thing that makes people like that wake up is offending them.
Right.
Like for real. All right, y'all. So my last word for the day is appreciate diversity. That is what I'm nabbing from this conversation. Appreciate your diversity, like you appreciate the things that you do want. You need to appreciate the fact that you know that because of the things that you don't want. And you focusing on the good, You're not doing nothing wrong. Just focus less on the bad, on what you don't want, and way more on what you do want. Law of attraction will deliver that. It has no other choice. The universe is going to deliver that. That's the law. All right, what you nabbing real quick?
You said what about what?
What are you getting from this? We call it nabbing.
Oh, never. I mean, basically the same thing you just said, man. Just like what you put out is what you're gonna get back. I'm gonna tell you what's so crazy, real quick.
This nigga can preach.
Like, I would know I'm not. What I'll say that right. I'll say what you put out is what you get back as far as work. But I don't believe in karma. But that's a whole nother subject though. But
it's the same law of attraction though. No, it's not. You right. You right. I got you.
Right, but I think what you put out, like you can't, Rochelle, Tekesha, TK Fairley, you can't work 5, 6, 7 years at a craft hard and nothing comes out of it. Something has to come out of it. You just got to keep working through everything. So I just think what you and Keisha, you're a witness to even my story. You seen me before you was even a comedian. You seen me on the road doing what I was doing, sleeping in bus stations, sleeping in cars, like you seen the work I put into where now. When I'm flying everywhere now that not many people know when I was catching the megabus for 18 hours to go get $200. You know what I'm saying? Didn't have no hotel money, so I had to get back on the megabus to come back home at 18 hours. Like, but that's all the untold story that people don't know. It's about working with, like, it's easy to show out when somebody watching you. But Rochelle, what you doing when ain't nobody watching you? Are you praying? Are you fasting? Are you really sticking? Like who are you?
Are you focusing?
Right. What do you want to be in this game? Like who you want to be in this game? Like who at the end of the day, TK Fairley and Rochelle, what do I want these people to know about me when it's all said and done? And then I'm gonna get my pen and my pad, and then I'm gonna make them my person. Like people know who they getting when they get me. You know what I'm saying? Right. They know exactly who they're gonna get when you get me, because I know who I am and I know who I'm not. So like when the whole diversity thing, I know I'm not going to go in this white room and tell some of these jokes. I know the over here, but I can't tell it over here because I know. But I know some comedians that'll try to force it, and you can't force it. You got to know who you're around. And it's about going to every room. You got to go to porch. Anybody that's going to give you a microphone, go to it. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to talk around older people. Learn how to talk about old white people that Trump supporters don't look nothing like you. You know what I'm saying? Young black hood mug. You know what I'm saying? Just want to, you know what I'm saying? It's all about doing, like I can walk in any room. Huh?
That's what go ahead.
I can walk in any room and I'm be okay. You know what I'm saying? So I just think the law of it is important. Apply it to your life. Write stuff down and stick to it. Get you a plan and stick to it. That's it. Don't let nothing get you off your focus.
Amen. Pastor. I told you about
that. Hey, I love that. He's like, when I wrap it up, it's gonna be wrapped.
Okay. The last word.
Ew.
No, you don't come back in. What is all that?
All right, where can we find you, Spunky? Where can we find you?
Social media, everything Spunky Robinson, SPUNKY, last name Robinson, ROBINSON. That's on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. If you want to book
TikTok.
me, you can hit.
He a TikTok star, by the way. Y'all go follow him for real.
Yeah,
the nigga
whatever. TikTok. Yeah. So basically, that's just what I'm on. I don't do too much social media. I do the Facebooks and the Instagram and the TikTok, but all that Tumblr and all that Snapchat, I can't do too many on. So I'm trying to stick to
TikTok is your thing, bro. That's your language.
Yeah, Spunky Robinson, everything, man. So
Spunky Robinson, everything. Yeah. And
who just did that? Somebody quit with it. Who did that? Somebody quit.
Our producer, Miss Rochelle, the producer. Thank you. That's a good segue. And let's go ahead and wrap it up. Here is our queen of producing, our production company. I say our because I just feel like this is family. So I need y'all to follow Moon Cricket Productions. And the owner is also my co-host, who is also my friend, who's also my sister, who is also the producer, who's putting all these good things up. And she get everything together. All I got to do is show the fuck up and pick out a quote. And my dumb ass can sometimes be like, pick out a quote for me, honey. I can only give you 50% this week. Okay? So, don't. I'm going to show up, but you pick the quote out. You know what I'm saying? But look though, follow Moon Cricket Productions on Facebook and Instagram. And then follow Rochelle. Put yours up there too. Follow Rochelle.
Yeah, follow me
and
in the streets. I need a new boot thing.
I like your Instagram handle, by the way. And you can follow me. You can definitely follow me in these streets, unless you dumb and but if you got a little money, I'll go ahead and. But if you can't hold a conversation, bro, just be quiet. If I like you and you ain't talking, just be quiet, because then you won't talk yourself out of getting some. Okay. Anyway, follow me on
out of it.
Follow me on follow me at TK Fairley on Instagram. TK Fairley _inspired on TikTok, and on Facebook, TK Fairley or Tekesha Fairley.
Wait. TK think can type all of that real quick. She got
Listen to you, girl. Listen to you.
I'm with her. I'm trying. I'm like, how do you copy and paste? Okay, that's how you know
Rochelle
this is another black show. That's what we done changed it to. Another black show.
And now another black show. We had 2 in a row, bro. We definitely had one with Wody.
Oh, yes, we did. Yes, we did. But we have had a great time. Thank you so much for like the inspiration. Like for real. We we never know what we're gonna get, like how the conversation is gonna go, but sometimes it goes so right and so well, and we have just enjoyed you, even though you know you bang on, we both banging on your internet trying to get it to work. we doing it.
You over there sitting on the motor and he over there beside it.
So that is the show.
That's the show, baby.
I think our next show is, well, it's 2 weeks from now. Whatever. Do the math. You do the math, okay? I was a math teacher, but I ain't a math teacher no more. Okay, so you do the math and mind your doggone business. And we are out this thing. Yay!
We out this thing. Hey. Thank you, Spunk.
I can never make this
Appreciate y'all.
Yeah. Can I just dance out? Can I dance out? Is this a thing? Yeah. Look at that picture. Look at her staring at me. Whoa.